Now, on set post-game is Orioles broadcaster and my friend and colleague Geoff Arnold. And Geoff, tough defeat tonight because you look back at the runners in scoring position numbers, and this is an early season trend. Although very early, it's pretty, it's a big number to look at right now. 4 for 47 this season with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that this kind of series is going to come down to what are you going to do with runners in scoring position? Which team is going to do better? Because the Brewers have had their own problems in this category. And I think what you understand is that you can create the opportunities like Brandon Hyde talked about, but how do you capitalize on them? And it's very tough to do that against Devin Williams and Josh Hader, who, over the course of the last 2 years, the very top in the major leagues when it comes to strikeout rate. And so they're going to get you to go outside the strike zone. And we saw that with both Hader and Williams. Williams got himself into problems with some of his command. And then for Josh Hader, man, that Cedric Mullins ball almost got out of there. A pitch that wasn't even a strike, but, it's good to see some of the swings from Mullins the last few days.
Yeah, let's be clear. Even with great opportunities in 8th and 9th, you're doing against perhaps the two best relief pitchers in the National League. So not easy by any stretch of the imagination. I want to talk about Keegan Aiken. He goes 2 2/3 scoreless again today, 5 2/3 on the season. He looks like a different pitcher. You saw him when he was a young pup in the minor leagues. What's changed from last year to this year with Keegan?
Well, I think the pace, and we're talking about this a little bit over the course of the weekend. I think his pace has been really good. He's getting on the mound. He's throwing the ball a lot more quickly. And I think it's especially important for Aiken to be throwing some more strikes at the start of the season, because that was a problem for him in spring training over the course of the last 2 years, is not enough strikes. So to come out, to throw strikes, maybe the pitch count thing is helping him out. I mean, I think that's something that is maybe not being talked about a lot. It helps out a lot of pitchers just because it forces them to go a little bit quicker. So maybe that's having some kind of an impact. But he's landing his breaking balls. He's getting ahead. I thought he had a really good changeup the other day. I thought he was in the strike zone again today. And who knows, maybe he's found his niche pitching out of the bullpen, something which he talked about he enjoys doing.
You can't ever react to early season numbers. I mean, really not in the first week, but really can't for several months. But Cedric Mullins, maybe those first few games, Brandon Hyde talked about today. Teams are pitching him differently. Obviously, is a point of emphasis now for every team that is facing the Orioles. We can put all those things aside after today. The grand slam left on left against a good pitcher, and then, as you mentioned, just missing a home run against Josh Hader of all left-handed pitchers.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about, last year with Cedric Mullins, just how good he was left on left, and how he became one of the best hitters in the game left on left, even though he hadn't hit left on left since going back to his high school days. So you feel really good about, I think, the spot he's in, the momentum that he's been able to pick up, because he's gotten some key hits against some really good pitchers, and you know that the Brewers have a lot of them.
Geoff Arnold, Orioles radio broadcaster. We appreciate it so much. Thanks, Geoff.
Brett, thanks so much.